Here at KAJIMA, our mission is to be a world leader in construction that is prepared and ready to embrace new challenges. We strive to be a company that is willing to provide innovative and cost-effective solutions for our clients. We want to be a team that delivers high value and quality results that exceed clients' expectations. In addition, we are an entity that practices and believes in essential core values such as commitment, quality, safety and environment, teamwork, prompt delivery, continuous learning, and innovation and flexibility.
Starting in 1840, KAJIMA has been at the forefront of evolution in construction. KAJIMA has worked on monumental projects for Japan and the world, including pioneering the first Western-style building in Japan and the facilities for the Tokyo Olympics in 1964. KAJIMA began his carpentry business in 1840 in Edo, modern-day Tokyo. The first projects focused reconstruction of Edo. After Japan and the United States signed the Treaty of Amity in 1858, the Japanese shogunate hurried to create and establish Yokohama port. The port triggered an associated boom in construction of such structures as consulates, commercial offices, and residences. Due to the growing potential of Yokohama, KAJIMA closed his doors in Edo and opened them in Yokohama. With Japan's rapid internalization, the company became well known for their trust-inspiring character and mastery of Western construction.
The mid-1980s recovery in Japan's private sector capital investments brought an end to the difficult period for the construction industry, and in 1989 the company proposed the construction of intelligent buildings by incorporating the latest technologies, which had a significant influence on the design of subsequently constructed office buildings. A concrete demonstration of KAJIMA's all-round strengths may be observed from the Tokyo East 21 in 1992, which, due to the collapse of Japan's bubble economy, led KAJIMA to not only plan, design, and construct this building, but also handle office retail leasing for the building, as well as running and managing it. In 2004, KAJIMA started proactively expanding into the remodeling, environmental engineering, and other fields, as well as into PFI projects and real estate securitization.
Many strengths as a global construction company. KAJIMA is internationally recognized as a top construction company with an extremely successful track record with the projects it has undertaken. Based on its revenues, approximately $16 billion annually, it is one of the 5 leading general contractors in Japan, where it was founded, and one of the top construction firms in the world. It has spread from Japan to other parts of Asia, North America, Europe, Africa, and Australia. Not only is it a leader in construction, but it is also known to be an opinion leader, with its company ideals and opinions spread throughout the market. Its reputation has put it in high demand for large projects throughout the world. Its different departments, including civil engineering, building construction, and real estate, allow the company to work on a great variety of projects, anywhere from bridges to skyscrapers. The company maintains its strong reputation with an organized and forward-thinking business plan. It constantly seeks to evolve its services with the shifts in the market environment and offer new value in addition to general contracting. In order to do this, there is much collaboration across its different departments. Overall, KAJIMA's strengths have made it into the top company it is today.
We have 3 main weaknesses that places a company at risk of falling behind its competition. Firstly, after 52 years of expanding to the United States, we have not penetrated the market enough to become as competitive as the big contractors in the country. Secondly, we have no operations in major regions in the world such as South America, and only 1 office in Central America. KAJIMA is passing on large profitable projects that can originate from these areas. Many of these areas will be highly profitable because of their high developing rate. Lastly, a large majority of our revenue comes from Japan, and at the moment Japan is going through turbulent economic times. The economic state that Japan is going through puts KAJIMA in uncertain times, but we are learning and developing strategies to eliminate these weaknesses.
Looking ahead, there are many opportunities that KAJIMA can take advantage of. The 2020 Olympic Games being held in Tokyo, there are many projects related that need to be completed. Construction costs projected to be over $15 billion, and a very large amount of money to be taken. In places such as Tohoku that have been affected by recent earthquakes, there's a high demand for reconstruction. We are currently concentrating resources into our research and development project in order to find ways to build projects that will be able to withstand and mitigate these types of natural disasters in the future. We're also pushing towards a low-carbon society by popularizing the use of renewable energy, green building technologies, and zero-energy buildings. We believe that these technologies are the way of the future, and we are doing our best to make sure that we are at the forefront.
Because of the poor economy, KAJIMA is hoping to expand its operations around the world, but it still needs to penetrate these markets, which may prove difficult when matched up against well-entrenched firms. Going forward, KAJIMA hopes to renovate and bolster nuclear facilities as part of their business expansion. Increased scrutiny and regulation of these nuclear facilities, however, may erode profit in these operations, making them a costly endeavor. The final threat to KAJIMA exists internally, with a number of accusations about criminal acts such as tax evasion and bribery.
At KAJIMA, our short-term goals for fiscal year 15 through 17 include 3 major points. First being to increase our profit margins for our parent company here in Japan. Gross profits for fiscal year 14 were the lowest in over 10 years, and yet our revenues were the highest since 2008. Increased consumer and government spending seems unlikely due to the current economic status. Therefore, we must find ways to cut our costs to meet these goals. Next, we need to find new sources of revenue. Here at KAJIMA, we want to start shifting our focus for the next few years to work on reconstruction and renovation projects due to the Tohoku earthquake. One other area that is still seeing increased spending is renewable energies, which includes solar, wind, geothermal, natural gas, and nuclear. We need to increase our already competitive advantage in new renewable energy construction projects, as well as increase investments in engineering and construction research and development for tsunami and seismic retrofitting of key infrastructure. Another option we want to look into is researching construction best management practices to help reduce our costs and increase our profits. Lastly, we need to be prepared for the increased spending for new infrastructure for the 2020 Olympic Games to ensure the highest profit margins.
Here at KAJIMA, we're always looking to the future. We constantly set out goals we plan to achieve over the next 5 to 10 years. One of the goals we plan to set out is to expand to new markets. We currently have offices in many countries around the world, but we plan on expanding further. One market we have not touched in the past was South America. Another one of our goals is to reach higher levels of profitability. By 2020, we plan on reaching the industry's highest level of profitability in engineering and building construction sector. As of 2010, we have a recurring profit of about 43 billion yen. We plan on increasing this profit from 43 billion to 85 billion yen by 2020. Since the Olympic Games is being held in Japan in 2020, many projects will be available related to this event. One of our goals is to work on these projects.
To achieve KAJIMA's short-term and long-term goals, we want to work on a few action items. We want to identify risks earlier and take the lead in project management. We want to improve productivity by deploying personnel in accordance with market changes. We want to create a well-organized system to enable all divisions and all group companies to coordinate from farther upstream. Most importantly, we want to work on business promotion to aim at getting non-bid and design-build contracts. We want to evaluate each contract with a particular emphasis on securing profits and a competitive edge while maintaining manageable volume. We want to ensure profit ranges of about 11% in civil engineering segment and 7% in business construction segment. We want to attain the industry's highest level of profitability by the fiscal year 2020 in both civil engineering and business construction segments. We want to revitalize and reinforce the parent company's construction operations, and we want to regain the base for generating steady operating income of over 20 billion yen. And lastly, we want to leverage KAJIMA Group's competitive advantages to expand to upstream and downstream areas.